Today we're going to talk about the Durston Xmid 2P or 2-person. Now it's a trekking pole tent and everybody loves the trekking pole tents at the moment. Why? Lightweight, easy to shove in your bag, grab your poles, helps you up your hill, excellent, helps you up your mountain, job done. But the Xmid is something different. It's absolutely, I'm going to let you make your own mind up. So the outer fly is 21 ounces or 595 grams. The inner is 15.5 ounces or 440 grams. And the complete tent is 1,035 grams. The stuff sack is 0.5 ounces or 15.5 grams. So you get 8 stakes with that. That's 4 at 6 inches and 4 at 7 inches. And that's 8.5 grams for the 6 and 12.5 for the 7, I believe. The floor length is 92 inches and the floor width is 52 inches. And the peak height is 122 centimeters or 48 inches. And the vestibule area has a massive 11.5 square feet, times 2. So the canopy and the floor fabric are 20D with a hydrostatic head of 35,000 millimeters. The inner fabric is 15D ripstop nylon. And to top it all zips, inner and outer, are YKK zips. And it also comes with a 2-year warranty. Not like you may get rid of it before that, but you know. Right, so let's go through the setup of this awesome tent. Basically, obviously, it's 4 stakes at each corners, which I'm going to do now. And after that, it's just a case of sticking your poles in. And if you want to stake out your doorway, just to make it extra tension, it's great. I'm in a wood. So usually if I was in a field, I would be sticking the guidelines out. So let's try it. Sweet little bundle. And this is the 2P. So it's big enough for 2 people. I've got a few hates about it though, and I will point those out as we go along. But I've also got some great benefits that I love about this. So let's crack on. Now, like I said, it comes with 4 6-inch pegs and 4 7-inch pegs, and I carry extra no matter what. So I've bunged a couple more extra in this just in case, because I do want to add some more guidelines to this just to make it a little bit more stronger, but I haven't managed to do that yet. So there's your 2 different size pegs, obviously 6, 7. Let's peg it in. Now with just 4 in, looks like just a tarp, doesn't it? Because basically that's what it is with an inner. We're going to shove the 2 hiking poles in now, if I can remember where I put them. So I'm going to be using these Leckies today. These are Miscellaneous. I'll put the name above. But I'll be using these. I've got my own little feet on them, so I'll be taking these off. I won't be doing like Mester did. Mester shoved that end in. I will be using what it's meant for. What I'm going to do is show you how the tungsten tip fits into the hole at the top, so you don't need to have it like this. And believe me, it's firm enough and thick enough material to hold that tungsten tip. And remember, this is the solid version, Durston Xmid 2P. Right, let's go and have a look. So as you can see, all 4 corners set out, and I'm ready to install my first pole. I can literally, there it is, that will come apparent later, but for now I'm going to be putting that into there and lifting it up. Okay, down the bottom there's some flex and bungee just to help go around the hiking pole to keep the inner in place. Right, with 1 and done, leave that like that for now. And the same goes for the other side, tungsten tip into the centre. All that needs doing now is for everything to be pulled taut. Now we'll just make it a little bit more taut by pulling the two end guidelines out. Remember, I haven't added any more to this, I've just left it as it can. Now I will be able to make it a lot tighter, but I've got a tree there. So that is the full setup of the Durston Xmid 2. So what I'll do is I'll take you inside. Like I did say previously, you can just peg these doors out as well. And you can lock them, hence they come with a little clip. Right, so the door does come with a little clip, just here and here. So if you want to completely batten down the hatches during the night, you can still open the door and you can peg it out as well. Now just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to peg the door out. And when rolling the door back, there's a magnet here and you can attach the internal attachment to that magnet. Then you can pin the rest of the door out. And you should get a nice clean door like that. Now, like I said before, the vestibule sizes are absolutely huge. I'll show you that by sticking an atom pack beside it. And that's what it looks like, that's how big it is. Obviously you've got room for a mat to go there as well, which I'll stick out in a minute. So bearing in mind, everything you've seen on this side can be done on the other side as well. The doors are alternate and it's just a fantastic kind of setup. What I'll do is I'll take you completely inside now and I'll put the camera at one end and you'll be able to see how big it is. Now the internal mesh is only held back by a couple of little bits of paracord or bungee, just to make it nice and simple and obviously also lightweight. Now this is the size of the 2P. It's not fully stretched out because I've not connected up my poles to the actual inner fly. What you can do just to stretch it out a little bit more. Personally, I think it's perfect. You have a pocket here, the same as on the other side, so everything's identical. You also have a pocket here and a pocket on the other side, which is identical. I'll show you now. So you've got one pocket there and another pocket there. The pocket at the end is the same as the pocket here. Now both vestibule corners, or just the alternate corners, are held by a stick to keep the bathtub up. All I would say is this is the perfect tent for someone that is hiking. If you're a hiker like myself, I think I will probably take this on the next hike. Right, we're going to look into the tensioners in both corners now, and I'll show you them. Right, so when the tent comes, it is not it's not fully set up. The inner isn't attached to the external fly, and you have to obviously set it up yourself. Once done, you won't need to do it again, but this is where this pit comes into it. This is like a tensioner, so it snaps into the one above. Obviously you can pull this cord and then the inner fly will put more tension on, and obviously it'll be more straighter and more solid. So when we attach these, so just where your tungsten tip went in, there's another attachment for this. You can do this one-handed. You've got a little tensioner, which as you pull, the fly will come to a more fixed state. Right, so that in entirety is the Durston Xmid 2P solid, and I like it. Now we're going to get onto something that I didn't like. So the one thing I did notice when I was setting up is this is extremely close to the inner fly. Now when it starts to rain, we start to get condensation on the inside, these two will stick together unless you undo the tensioner that was back up there. That is possibly the only thing I was a little bit upset about this tent. Obviously by possibly adding another guide, to this and pulling that out, that will also help as well. Strange one, that. So that is my review of the Durston Xmid 2P. Do I like it? Yes, I do. Yes, I've even got the Xmid 1 person, and I'll put a little video up there of that one. But yeah, I do like it, and it would serve me well on, well, a few hikes hopefully. Right, that's enough from this review. Catch you later.